Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Greenwich Valley, and welcome back to winter here on the Debt-Free Farm Challenge. It is the first day of winter. Temperatures are plummeting, and it is coming to the end of what is realistically our field work season. So what we've got to do now is everything that's in the ground is in the ground. We're not going to be able to get anything else drilled. That's us done. But we've got plenty of other work to do. We can get some fertilizer put onto the ground. A few contracts coming through for that, so we'll have a look into that one. And then we've also... Oh, stop that. We've got our own fields that are starting to come through and grow. So we're just taking care of the hens right now. Which we lost a few this morning. We had to replace a few. But that's not too bad. The cows have been fed. We have cows, by the way, if you didn't see the live stream there. The cattle are looking good. We've got 5 cows. A number that we're going to continue to try and increase. All we need for that to happen, though, is just to keep the money coming through. Because, like I say, we're a little bit low. 20,000 is not our optimum range, that is for sure. But we're working on that, really. And ultimately, it's getting there. So I think it's going to be good. I'm excited that we finally have the cows in place for at least. And we'll see how that goes over the course of the next few weeks. One thing I would mention is, though, that we don't have the cattle storage place we're using. We're running beef. Purely because dairy cows, well, they're going to need some time just to get themselves functioning. And we don't have any space or requirement for slurry or muck with those cows. So what that probably means is that we're going to sell off all that straw at some point. So at least we'll make a little bit of extra money back that way. And yeah, this is winter. Winter on Greenwich Valley. I'm excited and intrigued to see what it looks like. That field on our left there, that was drilled up just yesterday with cover crop in there. And so that's going to be quite nice to be able to leave that to let it come through. Don't have to do anything else with that field. So everything else that we have, and we stop here. We're just going to do a little bit of a stock take, really, see how we're looking at it. I really need to shift this seed. But yeah, that is planted. Should see that germinate fairly quickly. Looks like our field of barley over there is coming on great guns as well, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, as we're coming into our land, first of all, I always like to look at this. I'm just so satisfied to see how much land that we actually have now. Really is creeping along very nicely indeed. That's going to be the next one. I've said that a few times now, but 75,000 is the next goal for that. But as we look back at it, what crop types have we got here? So this is obviously cover crop here. We've got our field of wheat, 2 fields of barley. I left this bit here intentionally. That's going to be where the next bit of poplars go in, which would be good. So that's interesting. Field-wise work today, we've got field 112 and field 47 to be harvested. So we can get looking into, or harvested fertilizer, sorry. That's going to be a job today, get some money coming in. These jobs here, I'm not going to touch, I don't think. Field 33 with the drilling. Where is field 33? It's up here, it's that big one. I'm not sure how much that we can actually get done. I need to look into that field definition as well. But that could be one that we could look into. So yeah, there is some work for us to do here. So what we will do, we're going to bring out the old girl. And I think, what were those 2 contracts for with it? Just regular fertilizer or herbicide? The regular spraying, alright. I might actually use the... Let's take the old mess out here. The sprayer still has herbicide in, so we will use our own fertilizer. And away we go. Lights on. Nice crisp start to the early morning here. Now obviously as we make all this revenue in, we need to kind of divide it because we only have, like I say, we have 5 cows right now, so we need to divide and conquer, really. Make sure that we do allow ourselves that extra revenue so we can spend it on our fields, new machinery and upgrades, but also gradually and slowly increasing the number of cattle that we have. Because 5 just isn't going to cut it. So with that in mind, we'll have to slowly, but like I say, slowly but surely just build that out. Add more and more to the... where am I going to go with this? More and more to the herd there, so eventually we're up in the kind of... if I can get to 30 to start with, that'd be pretty good, I think. I wouldn't be too upset with that. Where am I going to put this? Right in there, I do think. And then we will leave the sprayer, come back. We do have a little. I want to cover some more of my own ground with herbicides, but it's another job for the winter. Elsewhere in the winter jobs, we're going to be trying to look into doing a little bit of forestry where applicable. And then we have got our own agro, as I like to call it, the agri-forestry to do. With the poplar baling as well, so we'll look to get that one done. Probably, I think it's going to be in the middle of winter there, but we'll see. And if it does snow too much, I'm hoping we get some snow. If we do get some snow, then we will be bringing in the snowplow for a little bit of contract work. I like the idea of doing that. Okay, and just around the corner we go. Just going to stick in a little bit more fertilizer into here. Perfect stuff. And off we go. So how are you doing anyway? Hope everyone is well. Whatever you're getting up to, do let me know down below. We are all systems go here now, really. Much more combinable land this year around coming. If we look at this, I'm going to shut this gate as well. Yeah, this is a field that's mixed fertilization, so it looks like it's, we've got it covered anyway. Weed status probably needs. There are some weeds coming through, so we'll have to get the herbicide onto there, get that protected. But yeah, otherwise a nice looking crop. So yeah, this harvest coming, we're going to have. Last harvest we had field 82 was ours and field 106. So this time around we're going to have a lot more. 106, 107, 82 and 95 of our own ground. And 108 will be put into a spring crop as well. So that's going to be really exciting. Lots of improvement coming along. But how are you? What's new with you? Do let me know down below. We had a great stream here. Time recording today is Sunday, so Saturday we had a great stream on Greenwich Valley there. Really progressed along, got a lot of work done at the back end of autumn. And now we're moving into winter there. It's going to be a lot to do as well. So yeah, that was really good. Great to have you all on board there. Had a lot of good discussions. Particularly evolving around... Get around the corner. With regards to FS21 and the lack thereof due to various different decisions, which, in all honesty, I've said it in the stream, I'll say it again, I think it's a great idea. I really, really do. It's going to allow to really improve the end product of FS. Let's call it FS20, FS21, whatever they might look to call it still. So yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. And so yeah, we'll look forward to seeing what that looks like. If it allows us to overcome any issues with next gen consoles, allows game features to be really worked on and enhanced, then yeah, I'm 100% for that. I just realised that my grass growth didn't change. That's weird. It's something we might, the grass is a bit wet, but we might see if we can take advantage of that. So yeah, 2 contracts we've got going to bring in about another 10,000, which is going to go straight into the kitty. We could, I think it's costing me about 2.5 grand to buy 1 cow. But what we have to factor in with that as well, at the moment there will be a delivery cost because I can't afford to keep buying or leasing a stock trailer every time I want to move cattle around. That's just not going to fly. Normally we go into this field on the right 115, but I added a new contract at 1112, right in the very southwesterly corner. 115 looks like it's been drilled. Oh, it definitely has. That'll hopefully be a good combinable crop for me. Oh, come on, move! Have a look at my forecast when we get into the field as well, because it would be really nice to see some adverse winter weather. All I get right now is much of the same. I might have to change up the old GEO here. Okay, around we go. Today, like I say, it's time recording here. It is Sunday. Sunday's video, which is about to come out, actually, I'm recording this very early, is going to be an interesting one. I would love for you, if you haven't seen it, to go back and watch it and give me your opinion. It's regarding a certain map that is for a previous version of the game. So yeah, let me know what you think on that one. Very much will be intrigued by that. But yeah, it could be a good conversation starter if nothing else. So yeah, let me know down below. Okay, this is field number 1. Looks like this has honestly rape in here. And away we go then. Always nice to get out nice and early in the winter, get the jobs done. And we're going to keep trundling through this. It's not going to take us too long to get it done. Fertilizing contracts very rarely do. But we'll get this one done. We'll see what the next challenge is, where we're heading. And we'll report back. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen. That is field 112. Done and dusted. We're going to head down back to the gate there. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a look into the weather as well before we go too much further. We're not going to do the second contract today, I don't think. We'll leave that one for another day. We're going to go back to the yard instead. And I think what we might do actually, let's just see. First of all, let's claim our money. Okay. Good. Now, if I look at our seasons here, hens have feed and they're nice and clean, which is always good. Cattle at the moment doing alright for silage there. Yeah, they're going to need quite a bit, so we'll have to keep hold of a lot of that hay. We have the water pump installed, so it's just continuously pumping water through, so we should be okay there. Although it's something I'm going to keep an eye on just a little bit. And elsewhere, weather at the moment is, we're finally going to have some, on day 3, day 4, we're going to have, looks like we're going to have some snow finally, which is good. Precipitation, oh, a lot of snow. Good. See, I want to get something a little bit different really, you know. Anyway, onwards we go. And we'll head back over to the yard there, get ourselves all lined up for the next contract, but we're also going to go back to the store. I want to go, at some point, I'm toying with the idea of adding a front loader. I mentioned this in the live stream yesterday. Everyone thought it was a good idea to add a front loader onto the John Deere so that we can actually cart bales with a little bit more efficiency. Rather than having to take the old telehandler everywhere, if we stick a loader onto the front of the John Deere there, it's going to allow us to get cruising around that little bit faster. So we might look at doing that. And then we have bales that we need to sell. We have bales that we need to retrieve from afar as well still, so that's something else we can look into doing. But I'd also like to buy, there was the mod that released on the Mud Hub this last week, which was the a new attacher. The John Deere has a very high hitch point, so I want to lower that down so it allows me to use the growing trailer with a little bit of ease. But yeah, something that I'm going to have to look into there for sure. I think that might be something for the next episode, but we'll certainly go and get the John Deere loader on the front of the tractor. Look nice, a green on green I do believe, or we'll certainly get a green loader, get whichever one's the cheapest I would imagine. Little jobs like that's all you can keep yourself busy with in the winter. You know, I don't quite think the poplars are ready to go, but it would be good, a good move for us to make sure we have plenty of money in the bank, so when it is, we can jump on it really, act on that one and get it ready to harvest as quickly as possible. We'll have to lease a machine, so it's going to cost us a little bit to do so. This field here is the back end of IR. This is, like I said, this is always going to be the next field in the plan. We're going to have to put a gate in from the other end though as well. That will kind of really build up and give us a little bit more grassland to work on with as well. Got to be careful not to plough in all of our grass fields straight away. And we go. Barleyfield there looks pretty good. That was just drilled up yesterday actually. So that's coming on leaps and bounds already, which is good. At least I finally was able to get everything I needed drilled. I need to do though, just jump out, shut this gate. You'll notice as well that I did go back into Giant's Editor and I moved this gate. This was around the corner previously. It didn't make much sense for me to be there, so I moved it because it was about here. So it's doing a bit more of a better job over that side, keeping the whole yard locked up. I think it's looking tidy, so around the corner we go. We'll get this girl all parked up. We'll put the trailer onto the back of the John Deere and we'll go and take a ride and look into our front loader situation. Did have a front loader, we weren't using it too much, so it did unfortunately get sold off. Also, what I think I might do, given the situation with the stock and the feeder, I'm going to get rid of that cattle feeder. We don't need that now actually. The more I look into it, the more obsolete that's going to become. So we'll go for a ride out in the John Deere, I think. I can't see myself ever getting rid of this John Deere, to be fair. I absolutely adore this thing. Such a good tractor. Okay, that's probably about as far as we can go there. And away we go! Alright, back onto the road. Good. We claim a little bit of money here. This might give us a little bit of extra. I do want to get GPS. I think I mentioned this. I want to get GPS on the case. For those who didn't see the live stream, that is the new drill that we bought. We traded in the big 4-meter Amazon, and we actually made a little bit of money by buying this. Now, the reason we went back down to 3 meters, the Amazon drill just wasn't quite pulling properly on the on my tractor, on the case. So. And it kept sliding, even with weight on the front, it wasn't quite handling it properly. So by putting this guy on, it is smaller, it's 3 meters wide, but it can go twice as fast as the combination drill. So what I might do is put GPS on just so we can fully utilize it and be as efficient as possible. We'll be able to drill fields much quicker that's my theory at least anyway. So I'm looking forward to test that theory out, see how it comes along. But yeah, that's what I'm looking into for sure. So that's interesting. It should be quite an interesting little test, I think. But yeah, so like I say, right now we're all drilled up anyway, so we're looking good there. It'll be good for contracts to get something where we can actually get through them a little bit faster. Speaking of which, I do need to go back into Giant's Editor and adjust some field definitions there, because some of them aren't quite lined up properly. But that was very much a work in progress, and certainly allowed us to have a little bit more work. That is where you can see there I left that bit of the field for poplars. That was a crash. That's going to leave us a little bit of space to work on with some poplars next year, which should be good. Let's just head that way, I think. And back on the road we go. So yeah, we're going to go and buy this John Deere loader. That'll do us for the day. I'm curious to see how much work we're going to have through winter now. I imagine there might be a little bit of faster travel as the contract work starts to slow down a little bit. We'll make sure we keep all of our cattle fed on the daily and the livestock are all up to date. Hopefully continue to be able to buy one more at a time. Once we sell this trailer behind me, we might actually buy one more cow anyway. Maybe 2. Bring them back into the fleet there, and then we'll be up to 6. So all very exciting, I'm sure you'll agree. Our own little farm is growing. Growing very well. Let me know if you're on Greenwich Valley, what you're doing on Greenwich. A few people in my live streams have started to say they're doing a very similar sort of challenge, which is great to hear. So let me know how you're getting on, if that is you, which area of the farm you're working in there, and what type of challenge you're doing. I do like the sounds of that. And we will just sling this into here and go and buy ourselves a nice green shiny loader. I should have thought about that when I installed the cattle yard, but yeah, I think we'll be alright with silage, to be honest. Certainly for the small handful of cows. If we ever do need something, I might get a machine that goes on the front loader. Alright, sold for 9.5 grand. It's like we barely knew you. Alright, so we go into our front loaders. No, first thing we need to do is actually pull this back around. Buy a front loader bracket. Well, that is disappointing. I cannot have a front loader on the John Deere. Well, that solves that question then. So there'll be no front loader on the John Deere that coming today, folks. We'll have to readdress that plan. Maybe stick one onto the front of the Massey there. But yeah, we'll have to reconvene with that one at another time, though. For now, we're going to leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I have been Simulation for the Nation. This has been the Debt Free Farm Live Challenge, and we will see you all in the next one. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, join the SFTN, and we'll see you all in the next live stream or video. Until then, have a great day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you later.